Hello, Collective. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Amber. If you're new here, welcome. This is for the collective, all signs. It's not obviously going to resonate with everybody, but this is about someone who is very special, very talented in whatever way. All right. And this could resonate with you completely, or a small part of this reading could touch you. So take what good advice you can if that's the case. What this is about is whoever this is, if it's you, and I suspect it is, or it could be someone that's just that you know, you happen to notice. But I feel like it's going to be more you, okay? Very talented. There's something about you that's so special and significant, and nobody notices. You're unseen, and that's what this is about. Nobody notices, nobody cares. Now, whether there's somebody in the background that can't wrap their head around that, again, take this how it applies. But this reading is here because you need support. Feeling unseen can be very, very difficult, especially if you're moved to by the unseen, right? To carry out your gift, whatever that is, whatever's special about you, and it might be a lot of things. But when nobody notices, it's hard to even put into words. So, um, this is how we're getting started. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. You can see right here to begin with that somebody would rather not go face not being seen. Why bother, right? You might as well do what they're doing right now is stalling and it's insignificant. Just time spent where they're safe because nobody notices, nobody cares. Again, very difficult. So, what this reading is here for, and I want to tell you that for the 5 or 6 people that routinely show up here, I've gone and bought another deck because I love this. I love you guys, and this is what I meant to do. And I wish I got more views, but I don't. More even likes to match the views would be sufficient, but I've gone and bought another deck. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's called the Ethereal Elves Tarot Deck. I'll show you the box. The unseen, elves, fairies. That's what we have here. The unseen see you. Okay. So let's see what comes out to help you. We're starting out with the Lenormand fairy deck, and I will read you the message. We have the Brian Frouse fairies. We have this new deck and the Forest Tarot, which goes perfectly with this energy. The Owls Tarot is here. Tarot of the Owls to for advice and something special to close. All right. So actually, two stuck out. I have to take both. So maybe it's just maybe to either it goes together, which we have the Fox, something sly, and then we have the Divine Feminine. Okay. So we'll read both of those. They don't have to necessarily go together, but we'll see. Start with card number 14. That's the one I saw first. Cunning. This is the house of the scavenger and the opportunist. It is here that its situations will arise where you may need to be wary of the behavior of the flatterer, the charmer. Do not go off your guard too readily. So with this uh, energy here, like I say, this is very, I pick up, why can't I think of the word? Uh, lack of confidence, okay? Because maybe so far nobody's noticed or nobody has, it's never, whatever it is about you that's so absolutely spectacular and wonderful, nobody sees it, or the people that do don't respond. Um, and maybe you have been flattered in a way that was actually sarcastic. And once you realize that, it just took away your confidence. Now, the second one here is card number 29. Let's read that. So, definitely a lack of confidence. We have intuitive. It's the lady. The house of the lady is the feminine house with all the stereotypes and archetypes of that image. So, um, it's feminine on the beginning here card. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Because maybe you are very, very special, and but the attention that you're getting is not what you're looking for. It's not the right kind of attention. You're not seen by who you need to be seen by. The kind of, I don't know. We'll see what comes out because this is very, it can go many, many different ways. So let's get a supporting energy that could be helpful from the Bride Frost fairies. It is still July 2026, and this is for the collective. The beautiful collective that's so talented and for whatever reason feels unseen. Maybe people do see you, but you don't think so. Supporting energy, please. But the unseen get it. Topsy turvy. This is changing your viewpoint. Uh, Fresh look, new ways of seeing things. And there's a bunch of people there, isn't there? There's a bunch of fairies there, all kind of camouflaged in such a way that you wouldn't notice. So a lot of people, excuse me, will be changing their mind, or maybe it's you changing your mind because I can't have to keep coming back to this. This is somebody that's lost their confidence, and when you lose your confidence in something, it makes you change your mind about doing it. So that's why this is here. Divine feminine energy, very, very beautiful, but I feel like you are pulling in the wrong energy for whatever reason. Well, okay, no, they're giving me the reason. Very, very beautiful, very stunningly, and this is what's pulling people in, okay? But they're not, that's all they see. They don't care about your talent. They don't care about what it is that makes you so special. And it's not your outward beauty. And and you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with not being seen for why you're putting yourself out there for your gift. For whatever reason, people aren't responding. Now, this is the new deck. So let's use it for the main spread and see what comes out for the collectives that might be resonating with this. So again, it can go any way because, all your talents and beauties are all varied and different. So take what applies for you, even if it's just a small bit. Okay, this is for the collective. What do they need to know? Why is this here for them? Two of Cups. Relationship. So for some of you, it's not being seen by your partner for your gifts and talents. Maybe they don't appreciate them. Being unseen, feeling unseen, losing your confidence. We got Ten of Wands, the end of a burden. Well, that could be one reason why this reading is here because you're changing your viewpoint. You change your viewpoint, then a burden comes to an end. And again, that can vary in a million different ways depending. Now we got one sticking out here. Gotta take it. The Lovers. Isn't this deck absolutely gorgeous? I don't even know what to say. Wow, I know I just couldn't resist. And I just know when I see them. I haven't bought a new deck in a long time, but I have a bajillion of them. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. You see, this has been not moving, but something's there, a relationship. Um, Again, maybe your significant other just hasn't been appreciating all your talents. Maybe you just don't feel seen or you've lost your confidence within your own relationship. And again, this could be that specifically for one person or a few of you, and then completely different for others. So take what resonates with you, if anything at all. This is the Forest Tarot. So let's clarify why this is here for the collective. Picking up on a divine feminine energy, changing her viewpoint to end a burden. And it's obviously something very much deep within where you're losing your confidence because maybe you don't see what they see in you. Maybe you don't think there's anything special about you, and that's why this reading is here to tell you how beautiful, wonderful, and special and talented you are. Under the Two of Cups, please. Knight of Pentacles. It's here twice. This is also a gorgeous deck. See, this is an Ace of Pentacles. Um, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Earth energy. This could be you. This could be your partner. But maybe you've lost your confidence because there has been no movement in the relationship. So maybe, you feel like it's not going anywhere because the Knight of Pentacles doesn't move. He just kind of sits there. Nobody really knows why because he doesn't know which way to go or what time it is to start moving. Ten of Wands. We'll see what comes out under the Ten of Wands, ending a burden. Maybe knowing a relationship is not going anywhere because the person doesn't see how wonderful and special you really are, is ending the burden, is ending the relationship, perhaps. Ten of Wands, please, for the collective. Wasn't it either? Sorry, guys. Gotta keep going until the right one comes out. There we go. Page of Wands. This is what's coming in under the Ten of Wands, which is the ending of a burden. So it's opening your mouth, it's taking the action, saying what you need to say, making it clear, whatever that is. It's making it clear that you've changed your mind about something. It changed your viewpoint about something. Stupid camera has shifted again. I hate when it does that. Guys, just a second. I gotta fix that. Just hang on a second, because that's just bogus. Just bogus. It's a very small tapestry, and it's hard to get it. I'll have it right, but who knows why it moves. That's better. That's how we started. It's like shit. um, So again, for some of you, this is a relationship. For others of you, this is just you putting yourself out there and not getting the proper feedback that you're looking for. People aren't focusing on your talent, they're focusing on your outward beauty. Okay. The lovers. Clarify the lovers, please. Two of Wands. Decisions need to be made, and they will be. Somebody changes their mind, that kind of forces somebody else to decide whether they're going to go along with that viewpoint, that new, you know, way of thinking, way of being, confidence, lack of confidence. It could go either way with that. Okay, you could be changing your viewpoint because you've lost your confidence. You could be changing your viewpoint to make a change to get your confidence back. It's going to resonate differently with everybody, but there's definitely a decision being made here and now. And this is coming in under the lovers. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Maybe you guys are just gonna be friends. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna part ways in a good way. Maybe you're going to change your viewpoint and get your confidence back and fix your relationship. It's going to be different for everybody. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. Definitely earth energy here, lots of it. Queen of Swords is behind that. We always need that other half. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And I can tell you when an air sign loses their confidence, there's going to be huge shifts to get it back because they will get it back. Air signs are just like that. They're going to be in their head and it's going to eat at them until they feel right again, have peace of mind. So they can no longer have to think about that, then they'll know things are right. So again, you can be any sign, but you don't have to be those two signs, but that's the heavy element that's here right now. And everybody embodies all the elements anyway. You body all the signs, it's just where it lands in your chart. Okay, and the really ones that really resonate with us on a daily basis is your sun sign and your moon and your rising. So this is the tarot of the owl. So let's get your advice on the cunning and the intuitive with the uh, changing your viewpoint. Eight of Swords. See, the air sign. This is not being able to think about anything else. Okay, this has really been eating at you, whether you're the air sign or whether you're the earth sign, but I would say you're the air sign. A few more fell out. We have the Hierophant and the Nine of Pentacles. So some of the confidence might be uh, because the partner is, well-to-do, and maybe you are not, or vice versa. Take that how it applies. Money really affects people and how they feel about themselves. So again, it could be that. Like if somebody's really wealthy and you've been seeing somebody that isn't, that just that I know it's weird, but it's just the way it goes. It's very hard. It's not very often that you see somebody very not well to do at all hit it off and just start dating somebody that's really wealthy. So, and even if that does happen, you wouldn't be very confident in that relationship, knowing that everybody else around you is extremely rich and they have access to all these other beautiful women that aren't with them for their money because they already have lots. They're already from wealthy families where you were not. Knight of Swords. Again, that could just be for one person. The Knight of Swords is saying what they got to say. So this is probably where you're coming in, changing your viewpoint. You change your viewpoint, well, that might be in a split second where where you're having words with someone, you know, or you're trying to get your point across, and then you just snap and just say what it is you got to say flat out, like you're thinking in your head, I was trying to be nice about it. I was trying to not hurt someone's feelings. I don't want someone walking away feeling like, whatever way it is, let's just say. But after, well, sometimes you have no choice. Changing your viewpoint. This could be you as the person that's, you know, not been raised in a wealthy family, feeling like you just don't belong. You can't have confidence in a relationship like that because it's a completely different world. Page of Wands, so maybe you feel unseen because nobody pays attention to you because they're all their own little clique and you just don't fit in. It might be very apparent to your lover who maybe adores you, right? But maybe you're saying, I know you adore me and I adore you, but I just don't belong in your world. And that would be very difficult. Page of Wands. See what comes out with the Page of Wands. Under ending a burden. And it's funny because they're pulling me back to this card. If you look, she's on the far side of this wall of wands. See, because you know how you say wrong side of the tracks, so to speak. You see, she's looking over where she knows she doesn't fit in. But, you know how to dress, you know how to handle yourself, carry yourself, manners, and, exquisitely beautiful, talented. You just don't come from a lot of money. King of Swords. This is clarifying that Page of Wands. And I think that this is, again, you're going to have to stand probably in more of a masculine energy in order to get your point across about about how you feel around these people or in their world or being around that much money and how different things are from what you're used to, perhaps. And again, example, this could be different for everybody. Leave it in the comments if it resonated with you and how it resonated with you. Let me know if you like this deck. The Ethereal Elves Tarot. Gorgeous deck. Two wands under the lovers. Queen of Cups. See, I think this King of Cups, now we've got water energy here, but this is somebody that really, I think, is in love. And like I said, there's a decision to be made here. And once you let them know your viewpoint and that you've, changed your mind, uh, they have a decision to make as well. They can just say okay, or they can fight like hell because they love you. And I think that's why this King of Cups is here. So, feeling unseen, yeah, I'm sure you did. Because if you're resonating with this relationship part of it, um, and again, I'm kind of picking up the feeling of, yes, being extremely talented. Like maybe you're psychic, maybe you have some sort of ability that's just who you are, and money can't buy it, and it just, these people, because they come from a very wealthy backgrounds, they don't care about that kind of stuff. They don't ground themselves enough to appreciate who you are, okay? Which is, again, the unseen part of this reading, and the energies that are here want you to say they understand they are unseen as well. They see you and they see it. That's why this message is here to support you. Because the unseen elves and fairies, look how beautiful they portray them here in these cards. Even these guys, They're kind of funny looking, but they're cute. And, right under our noses. And I just feel like the lack of confidence here at the beginning of this reading is, something that happened to you upon meeting these people and these groups of people that your person has been a part of their whole life, but you come from different worlds. So you feel unseen for who you really are. And it's a big decision to decide to stay in that world and feel unseen and unappreciated for who you really are. So that's what this is about, guys. We're going to close out now because that's your decision to make. But we're going to see what's going to come out of the Guardian. The Guardian Angel Tarot card. So it's a tarot deck, but it's Oracle. So there'll be a message on the card for you. So let's see what comes out for the collective that's resonating with this feeling unseen reading, July 2026. Give them the message they need to take away from this reading. My voice is going funny. And close this energy out safely. Thank you so much. Shit. Okay, four fell. And I mean, they fell in such a way I would never take four. Um, and one's on the floor. And the other three, and the one on the floor is flipped up, and the other three are flipped down. So let me just grab this quick. Oh, jeepers creamers. What do we got? Oh, okay, so here's some advice coming for you. All right, because you're saying, what's the point of having a reading if it's not going to tell you what to do? Well, a reading can't really tell you what to do. It can just advise you, comfort you. That's what these messages are for. Ultimately, your intuition, if you follow it, will tell you what to do. The answers are within you. But here's what was on the floor flipped up. Embrace those around you. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and share your beliefs. You see? And these people don't. Be willing to accept help from others who could find comfort in traditional solutions or your heart may long to try out new ideas. So that's this one. And I think so many came up because maybe they know that a few people are resonating with this in their own way. And this many need to come out. So the next one's going to be this one, Five of Emotion. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past so that everyone can move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels for those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. This one, be open to success. Look at all the wonderful things you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You've balanced so many different priorities and you have come out a winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise headed your way, but don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with the gratitude you deserve. So you see, this is touching upon what I was feeling at the beginning of the reading. For those of you that maybe are out there, maybe you got your own channel, however that resonates, you're talented and maybe people are not noticing the actual specialness about why you got yourself out there. They're too worried about how sexy, gorgeous, and all that stuff, and you just feel like you're getting the wrong attention. But this is here to just say, just soak it all in. Last one. Four of Emotion. There are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. And again, I'm being brought back to this and even this and the cunning, right? So don't give up, guys. It's gonna be okay. And I can understand really why this reading is here. And I hope you guys love this um, Ethereal Elves Tarot deck as much as I do. It's just absolutely stunning. And all I ask for, because I pay for all this, the tapestries, all these decks. I know nobody asked me to, but I do it. And I know people show up here routinely, and all I ask is for you to hit the like button. If you find yourself here, even if it doesn't resonate with you, but you know you're going to watch the next reading, support the channel just in a general way by hitting the like button. Thank you so much for those that do. And I will see you soon for August's energy. I might be a day late because I'm not sure I can do it on the night I need to get it out on the first. I'll do my best, but if not, it'll be the second. So till I see you again, guys, take care. Bye for now.